Hello, I'm Dunk Dinkle, and this is your Interim soda. Had this been an interim soda, the state of Brave would be strong. All right, let's get to it. Really, the big thing is the war and the coalition meetings that happened last Saturday. So things are going to get spicy. While I'm healing up, I'm not really drinking. So instead of doing drinking shenanigans, I'll be having these hot chicken wings. I did this before once with these hot ones. So the first one I'm going to try is the classic hot sauce wing, which I'm not too scared of. Not bad. Forgot a napkin. All right, got a napkin. Yeah, not too spicy. It's kind of like the beginning of the war. But what we're dealing with right now is it's time to crack the 1DQ constellation. And this is going to take a strong effort from everyone. It's not an understatement to say this next few little while, however long this goes on, is going to determine the future of the server and probably the future of all the participants in the war, of how it's going to go and what their future looks like in-game. So you're making history right now. This is the stuff people write books about, and I'm sure somebody will write a book about this at some point, so I urge you to participate. People are needed in pretty much everything we're doing. We need people to join fleets and participate. We also need a lot of support from the industry and the market folks to keep the ships in space. This is going to be a bit of a grind fest at some points of throwing ship after ship at each other. And the side that doesn't have ships is going to be in a bad place. So while not everyone can go on some of the long fighting fleets, if you can support with industry, hauling stuff in, having stuff ready for people to go, that's super helpful. There should be lots of fitted ships on contracts, along with doctrine ships and modules on market. It is going to be a lot of fights. It's going to be a lot of going back and forth. I'll be honest, this is not going to be an easy task. The Imperium is going to fight hard, as I have said from the beginning. They are resourceful and they will do everything they can, but I think we will prevail. So you're going to read a lot on the internets and hear people talking, and there's going to be a lot of spin on this one way or the other. The truth is, no one knows exactly how this is going to go. So get ready to undock and blow some things up. All right, the next wing here is Los Calientes, which looks like a greenish tomatillo sauce. So let's see how that goes. Definitely hotter, but has some flavor. It's not pure. Ooh, I shouldn't wipe my eye. But has some flavor, but I can feel the heat coming on right now. Yeah, that'll be tasty. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk to you all about is there was a recent dev blog from CCP about scarcity and industry changes. Wow, I'm starting to sweat. The recent announcements are pretty interesting, but there's no short-term changes anyone can act on right now. There could be some big changes coming with the way that sovereignty interacts with resources that really change the way we value space and moons and all that kind of stuff. I think people may be underestimating the changes that are coming. I think it's far more than there's going to be just more ore in space or more wormhole gases to be gathered. I think there's a lot to know that we don't know right now. So we're going to have to deal with it when it arrives. While I'm speaking of ore mining, I have been requested to remind you all to finish your anoms. Do not leave just a couple rocks there unmined, because then the anom won't respawn. We're not really, any of us, in the age of Rorqual mining where the Oka rule applies, but finish your anoms, or make sure somebody knows they have to finish the anom so that we can keep mining some of these anomalies. All right, the last wing is the last dab. For those of you that watch the hot ones, this is the final super hot sauce that they use. So I'm going to see what that's like. I think I've had it before. That one's nothing but pain. There's no flavor. Whew. I'll be sweating. Yikes. Because that's so spicy, and I'm losing my voice, I just want to leave with you with a reminder. Eve is a game, and it's a community, and there's going to be a lot of passion in the upcoming fights. Whew, that's hot. I don't want you to lose sight that these are just other people out there on the other side of the computer. There's no call for personal insults or stuff that's outside of the game right now. Everybody is struggling in this 1.5, 2 years of pandemic and all the drama that's going on. There's no need for personal insults. So keep it classy. It's not the brave way to do things. All right, to try and fix my mouth, which is on fire right now, here in the United States, we have these things called ding-dongs. This is in celebrating ding dong, we're knocking on the door of 1DQ. I will have a bite of ding dong. That's not really calming the fire in my mouth right now. It's quite painful in there right now. All right. Don't have a lot much else to go over. Just a few little things besides get ready for the big fights in the war. So the first thing, or one of the things I want to remind you of is to, when you're in comms, please try to find time to shut the fuck up and give people a chance to talk. There are people that just like to go on and everything that comes into your brain comes out your mouth. Please try and refrain from that. It's not helpful. Let's see. Parts of the world are coming out of lockdown. The local meetups are starting up. I highly recommend going. Here are the coasters we made for the Eve LA meetup. I encourage you to go to local meetups. All the Eve players are family, regardless who you fly with in the game. It's a ton of fun. I recommend it. Until CCP can start having events again, it'll be up to the players to be having these events. Hopefully everyone who can make it to Vegas this year will make it to Vegas. It should be a great time. All right, while my brain is starting to sweat down into a pile of mush because of this heat in my face, I just want to say I appreciate all the effort you all put into Brave. I know everybody contributes in their own individual way and it always doesn't get recognized. But I truly appreciate it. Logging into comms and hearing people laughing and joking and having a good time is fantastic, and that's what this is all about. So, until the next time we chat, stay classy, have fun, and be brave.